Hi, and welcome to this video here. I'm Brian Jacobsen, and I'm the author of the 101 Different Advice to Inspire Your Day. So, in this video here, I'm gonna share with you advice number 2 in the book, and I'm gonna read it up. And after that, I'm gonna share with you my take on it, how it inspired me to make a change, or what thoughts came to mind when I was reading that advice. So let's have a look here. Oh, and before I start, if you got a copy of the book and you've also read some of the advices, I'd love to hear, also just from me reading it here, I'd love to hear your take on the advice, how you can see it can benefit, or just your opinion about it. So leave those in the comment below. Advice number 2 in the book, let's get to it. Focus on the possibility of what you can. You never lack anything, but have a possibility to get something into life. Be a happy learner for seeing and acting on that. Okay, so that's my, this is my own advice written in the book. And yeah, let's get to how that inspired me. Well, during my time in life, I've always been told that I'm so optimistic or positive in my approach to life, and so I wanted to share something that could help us understand how that's possible. And by focusing your attention and your mind on the possibilities of what you can do, helps us to actually access the thoughts that's helping us bringing that into life. So instead of focus on what we cannot do, the regrets, the pain and the suffering, it can have a benefit if you want to see, okay, I'm not gonna do that mistake again, but that's another advice. So the first thing is to focus on the possibility of what you can. That helps you to take action. It helps you to start moving, and in movement and in action and when you are having a direction, it helps you to gain more energy. It helps to let inspiration flow. So that's that part of the advice. You never lack anything, but have a possibility to get something into life. So again, I want to confirm within all of us that there's no lack in this world here. If we perceive lack, it's because we are again focusing on what we cannot do or what is missing, which doesn't help us to provide and to do what we love. So instead, I want to have that mindset for myself that I never lack anything. I never lack anything, but I always have a possibility to get something into life. And with that mindset, I empower myself to always come up with a solution for an idea I want to create or a different situation I want to experience in my life. And you can use that for anything in your financial situation, your relationships, your body and your health, just to see, okay, if I don't lack anything and anything is possible, then what action can I take now by focusing on the possibility of what you can do, right? So you never lack anything. It's a good foundation to grow from. And then be a happy learner for seeing and acting on that. So just by saying something or affirming or confirming something for ourselves doesn't mean we can see that right away. If we had trained our minds to find lack in our situation, right? I don't have enough money, or I don't have the right camera to do this video here, or I needed a different microphone before I could start. If that's the way I used to look at it before, but just saying that I don't lack anything, I'll look at the possibility instead. Well, in the beginning, that might not just come effortlessly for you. So by choosing to be a happy learner, I help myself to experience happiness, to be, oh, I can't see that yet, but I'll I'll be joyful of actually finding out or discovering how that is a truth, that I never lack anything. So be a happy learner, foreseeing that anything is possible, and when I focus on the possibility of what I can, that brings motion, inspiration, and it helps me. Be a happy learner, foreseeing and acting on that. So by stating to ourselves, I never lack anything, but I have a possibility to get something into life, well, every moment that is a truth, right? So when I start taking action in that manner, for example, a situation where where I could beforehand sit and look at a previous relationship, and I would feel like, oh, it didn't have these qualities, it didn't have these values in it, or in a relationship I'm in now, if I would start looking at it as in, oh, why is that not happening, or why is this, then I would catch my own way of thinking and seeing that that's a lack perspective, which is not true and doesn't serve me. So I will be a happy learner for taking the action to start actually looking into, okay, so if I see my relationship as in the past lacking something, well, that's actually a great opportunity to bring that into the relationship from now on and into the future, right? Because I'm a creator. So be a happy learner for seeing and acting on that. I choose to be happy when I see that experiencing the lack, because if I'm in the lack state, I'll be happy to actually see it's not true, and also just to choose to have power over my own emotion to be happy. And being a happy learner is always great, so I can make mistakes as much as I want, right? And I'll be happy learning on how I can do it differently. So that will be my take on it. Love to hear your take on what it inspired for you, and if it makes any changes in the way you want to approach situations in your daily life. Thank you very much for listening here. I'm Brian Jacobsen, by the way, the author of the book you can find in the comment section below. I'm also a mind trainer, and I help people to actually train their minds to focus, to be aware of what they want to bring more of their heart's desires, and that is even present in the book that I'm representing here. So if you're any interested in that, you'll also find links for courses, get in contact with me to see how that will actually help you out in the situation you're experiencing. So thank you very much. Have a great day, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.